The lens, mirror and prism viewfinder, the camera at eye level, and look into the viewfinder. You view the image directly with your eyes and feel it. The most common style of photography would never have happened without the introduction of a pentaprism, and this is Pentax, capturing a picture as if it were one with the subject. This is my experience with the new K3 Mark III.
I'm so excited I get to test this camera body out. Due to the COVID restrictions, it's a bit hard to go out and go to places around Italy at the moment, but I'm sticking local. This morning I'm in this lovely place called the Appian Way. It's an old ancient road that stretches out way past Rome. I'm going to go wander down there, do some handheld shots, do some tripod shots, and see how this camera performs. Looking through the viewfinder, you can just appreciate just how beautiful the magnification is and how crystal clear it is. There's this tower in the distance and there's a big flock of pigeons in there. I'm just waiting for them to take flight so I can test out the AF speed and accuracy. I'm using center point focus. I'm just adjusting it with the joystick just to get the precise point I'm going to take them at. But just going to wait for him to take off flying and then I'm going to get a shot. We're just going to see what the speed is like with this, looking through a viewfinder. Dozens of starlings going through the sky. They're that high up. I'm just trying to capture them in flight. It's just insane. There's like hundreds of thousands of them. I felt there was like a train coming or something. I'm just going to get a shot of my dog sitting in the middle of the road here. Beautiful depth of field. I'm just going to try it handheld at ISO 200 at f3.5. See, this is a great combination for a wildlife sports camera. Pretty much had my focus set in at the middle, and just by simply using the joystick here, I could move the joystick around quickly with my thumb and then take the shot I needed to. I've got my tripod out. I've got the 11 to 18 DA star lens to combine with this, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like to actually apply it as a predominant landscape photography setup and utilizing the LCD screen and see the features that this camera has as a landscape photography camera. I've got about 3 or 4 compositions I'm going to get, so I'm going to set them up for you and show you how this camera performs. I'm going to get the camera in nice and close and show you what the LCD screen is like. Look at that precision focus, bang. It's done in a second. It is so fast. So I've now got my image composed. I'm shooting at f9, ISO 100. Functions I'm using, I've got mirror up, I'm using a infrared timer, automatic white balance. I've got my histogram here on the side so I can make sure that you know, I'm not blowing out any whites or cutting off any shadows or anything. Exposure, I've got my level there, which is excellent. It's a bit different to the other one. I find it to be very easy to use. The system, I can move through the menu. It's very simple, straightforward to use, and it's just brilliant. You've also got this joystick here, which you can use for various different functions, which I find fantastic. Move that around and select the focus area I want. Because it is a landscape scene with a considered amount of depth to it, I'm focusing on the first third. Watch how, bang, sharp that is. I'm even I'm going to pump the ISO right up so you can actually see how well the ISO performs with regard to noise reduction of these ice particles, which you've seen in some other shots. I'm now really going to pump the scene, see what sort of shots we can get. This morning I wanted to show you how the camera performs in conditions like beach scenes, long exposures, and just to show you off a bit of the resolution and the capabilities this camera has in such a seascape. The light still hasn't come up yet, it's still a bit dark, so I've been mucking around with a few long exposure shots and I'm very, very impressed by what I'm seeing. Again, I'm just going to pull this live view up for you, just to show you again how crystal clear it is. I can move it around where I need my focus points to be, which in this case is here. With a little joystick I can move it around and just get the precise focus that I need. Look how quick it is. And I guarantee, I've already checked this out in post-production, it's so accurate. Like I said, for composing, the magnification here is incredible. It's so important for me for landscape photography to first compose through the viewfinder. And I've never seen a viewfinder as beautiful as this. It's so important for you to have direct contact with the scene before you move into an electronic contact. That live feeling, that presence, that connection with what you've got to photograph beforehand. Just being able to reassess your image for sharpness and exposure. It's a totally different LCD screen, and you can really look in and assess that your image is sharp, your composure's correct, your exposure's correct. I've come to this wildlife sanctuary, estuary type place. I've moved away from the landscape even though the light is brilliant, because I'm starting to see all these wild birds everywhere and I really want to get this camera stuck in as an action shot. So I've got spot focus, center focus, and I'm shooting at f3.2. There's some wild geese or duck or whatever you want to call them that are in this estuary here. I've been getting some brilliant shots just on spot focus.
Well, there's one coming into the scene now.
Well, that was quite successful considering I'm actually by no means a wildlife photographer. So I had a lot of fun with doing that. Really, really pleased with the results. Oh my God, there's another bird coming through now. Oh well. Look, I wanted to show you guys, for who likes using old school lens, I've got an old Pentax SMC 50mm 1.7 mounted onto the camera now. And I'm now going to give it a go and have a bit of fun with it. See what the magnification is like through the OVF and just see how the camera accepts an old lens. Just makes it so easy to manual focus because the magnification is so crystal clear.